It's the national. It's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Carolina Panthers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that were cellar dwellers a year ago, but as we've seen being around the league for a while, man, that can change one season to the next.
And how often do we see, Mike, a team that finished at the bottom of their division just a year later be the division champion? I'm not suggesting that it's easy or necessarily that these two teams are going to find themselves in that position. But the NFL is made up of a formula that says you don't have to stay long forever. If you make the right decisions, you can go from worst to first.
Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from Charlotte. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by the quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, Young. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Young. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season out, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. 1st-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 9. Fake the handoff. Now, no chance at all. He'll go down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. To throw is Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Carolina.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
3rd and 5. Johnston motioning over. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Throw across his body is complete. They get 18 on that one. First down, L.A.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Now, he'll air one out.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now Herbert again. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 15. First down, Chargers.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Herbert to the air again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Gus Edwards. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession?
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. The motion man is Johnson. A 2nd down throw for Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. Young. He's got his man complete to Johnson.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain. And in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
Young with a give to Sanders. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On 2nd down, Young. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chargers offense ready to take over once again. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Herbert now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hand, generate chunk plays.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Chargers.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. He picked up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Second and 7. On play action, it's Herbert. This one complete to Palmer. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. On 1st down is Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
3rd and long. The motion man is Johnson. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And now it's 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. That one complete to Johnston. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 33 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. When you just show pre-snap, it is straight man coverage, and then you stay in it once the ball is snapped. It just makes it so easy on these quarterbacks, Mike, to just find the matchup that they like and
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Quentin Johnston, touchdown Chargers. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Another run here. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw, Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
To the left side, into the hands of Leggett. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Young. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Chargers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. How about 28 yards on the first play of the drive? First down picked up.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Now a screen set up for Edwards. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Herbert to the air again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Complete to Quentin Johnston. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's Raheem Blackshear, going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. The right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage.
In trouble, and down he goes.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Herbert to throw. This throw taken in by Hurst.
Complete to Hayden Hurst. A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. Back deep, it's Raheem Blackshear. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Panthers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. That's over the middle and caught by Leggett. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Young hands it to Hubbard. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Young to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. To take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Tremble comes in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Chargers offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. A big play after being backed up. 42 yards.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. the easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Johnston motioning over. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The motion man is Sanders. There's a handoff to Hubbard. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down here. Quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Johnston motioning over. There's that man again. Another catch.
Complete to number 1, Quentin Johnston. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Chargers.
Now a handoff to Edwards. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Herbert. He'll air one out for Palmer. And this one is hauled in. What a grab. It's a big one for the Chargers. 35 yards.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser on a line accurately downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
Pistol here for Herbert. That's to his tight end, the former Seahawk, Will Dissly. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Johnston motioning over. That one complete to McConkey. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Now it's Edwards. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. They run once more with Edwards. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing now is Herbert onto their lead.
Panthers 7.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's Young. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Edwards. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Crazy. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They'll run here with Edwards. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
One of the tight ends motions right. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still second down.
From a little further back, here's second and goal. On the give, it's Edwards. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. A tight end in motion now. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL.